500 years in the past. During the Joseon era, the atmosphere is ancient, steeped in history and royal legacy. But as time moves forward, progress reshapes the world, and we are brought into the modern era. Here, we are introduced to a stunningly beautiful school, an elite institution where only the children of the wealthy study. Their parents hold powerful, high-ranking positions. Although poor students are technically allowed to enroll, they are never given the same respect or value. Today is result day for the 9th grade students. Tension fills the air as rankings are announced. We are introduced to a boy from a wealthy, noble family, Min, who has secured second place. But this time, the top rank has been claimed by a girl named Hyuju, the heroine of our story. Hyuju comes from a poor background, and Min is visibly irritated. Despite all his wealth and privilege, he has been outranked by her. His pride wounded, he glares at her and says, "I won't let this go." Hyuju, unfazed, responds coolly, "How does it feel to lose to me?" Min scoffs, his arrogance evident. "I come from a rich family. No matter what you do, you can never surpass me." Hyuju smirks slightly and replies, "Then try harder next time. Come first if you can." But Min doesn't stop there. He begins mocking Hyuju's family background. The reason for this cruelty becomes clear soon enough. Yet Hyuju is not one to stay silent. She mocks him right back, pointing at his clothes and saying he should at least learn to dress properly before coming to school. Since Hyuju has ranked first, she is called to the principal's office. But instead of praise, she is met with harsh criticism. The principal questions how a poor student could possibly top the class while rich students exist. He claims it's wrong, completely unacceptable. He reminds her that the school was built by a king specifically for wealthy children, and that someone like her merely being allowed to study there is already a privilege. Then, with a mocking tone, he gestures toward a portrait of the king and says, "Who knows who your father even was? But the king was a great man." At that moment, Hyuju understands the insult. The principal is deliberately humiliating her because she is an illegitimate child, a girl with no known father. Her eyes burn with anger, and without another word, she storms out. The story then shifts to the present. We now see Hyuju as a powerful CEO in a company. She is scolding her employees harshly. Sales are down, and new customers are not coming in. Her personality is fiery, intense, and unapologetically strict. At that moment, her secretary arrives to remind her of an event. Hyuju, clearly annoyed, says, Yes, I know it's his birthday. I have to go. Stop bothering me." But then, with a sudden, calculated smile, she adds, "Now I'll show them all." And with that, she leaves with her secretary for the party. On the other side, we are introduced to Prince Leon. He holds immense responsibility, second only to the king. If the king cannot make a decision, Leon is the one who steps in. At the moment, Leon is bathing. Outside his room, servants wait patiently, but there is no response from within. Soon, Choi, his manager, arrives and urgently tells him he must leave immediately. Entering the room, Choi asks what gift Leon has prepared for the king. In response, Leon suddenly points a gun at him and says, "I'll give you a gift right now, just wait." But it's all a joke. His expression relaxed, almost amused. Choi then insists that Leon change his outfit, as what he's currently wearing is far too strange for a formal event like a birthday celebration. Meanwhile, Hyuju arrives at the party location. She steps out of a luxurious car, and the moment she does, all eyes turn toward her. She is breathtaking in a red dress, radiant, confident, and impossible to ignore. With effortless elegance, she walks inside, owning every step. Within moments, her dress goes viral on the internet. Her company quickly capitalizes on it, putting the dress up for sale. And within just 10 minutes, it is completely sold out. It was all part of her strategy. The party's theme is based on the old era, and everyone is dressed accordingly. Yet even among them, Hyuju stands out, her presence commanding attention, like a flame in the dark. At the party, 3 girls gossip about her, whispering cruel remarks. Who even knows who her father is? She was practically abandoned. No one knows anything about her background. Hyuju overhears them. Her expression hardens. In a sudden burst of anger, she smashes a glass and holds the broken pieces, silently threatening them. Terrified, the girls run away. Just then, her older brother, Taiju, appears. Instead of support, he begins belittling her. "Your company is failing. You're useless. Look at me. I'm successful. I'm far ahead of you in life." Hyuju snaps back coldly. "You should learn to control your mouth." Before the argument escalates further, everyone is called inside for dinner. They all take their seats. Hyuju sits at the back, unable to see the main stage clearly. At the main table, we see a child named Yoon, seated beside his mother. The queen, Iron, In truth, this child is the king. Everyone seems to be waiting for someone. They are waiting for Leon. When he finally enters, the queen immediately scolds him for being late and criticizes his outfit. Leon calmly responds, "The king gave this to me, so I wore it. I thought he liked it." The king cheerfully agrees, saying it looks great. Soon the birthday rituals begin. In their tradition, wishes are made on birthdays. The king wishes for the happiness of the queen, Leon, and all his people. Everyone writes down their wishes, including Leon. At that moment, the prime minister arrives. We'll refer to him as Mr. Lee. Hyu-ju approaches him and says, "I was looking for you. Where were you sitting?" Mr. Lee replies casually, "I was at the front. But tell me, how does it feel to surpass your brother? And why are you wearing a red dress?" Hyu-ju smirks and says boldly, "Why? Don't I look sexy?" Mr. Lee, slightly flustered, replies, No, it's not that. You look good, but wearing red in the palace is not allowed." Hyu-ju shrugs. "I didn't know, and I wore it for myself." Just then, Choi arrives to call the Mr. Lee. Leon is asking for him. The two meet. Leon remarks, "What's going on? All the girls were looking at you today." Mr. Lee laughs it off. "No, they were looking at you." Leon sighs and says, "I think I should just get married. After that, I'll step down, and you can take my position. You handle everything. After all, the king is only 8 years old." Mr. Lee refuses immediately. Leon responds, "Then do me a favor. Don't let me get married." And with that, he walks away. The truth is, Leon has no desire to marry at all. Meanwhile, Hyu-ju wanders off, searching for a phone signal, and unknowingly enters a restricted private area. Leon notices her and approaches sharply. "Who are you? Tell me your name. What do you do here?" Hyu-ju explains herself. Leon's expression turns stern. "Why did you come here? This is not a public place. Entry is forbidden. It's reserved for the royal family. I'll count to 3. Leave, or I'll have you arrested. I'm giving you a chance because you're my junior." Hyu-ju is confused by his words. Suddenly, a loud explosion echoes through the palace. Fire breaks out. Panic spreads instantly. The king is trapped inside. The moment Leon sees the flames, his expression freezes. His body stiffens, his eyes filled with terror. He is thrown into trauma because 3 years ago, his father had been burned alive in the same way, killed in a fire set by someone. In the chaos, the queen rushes forward and, without hesitation, slaps Leon across the face. Her voice trembles with fury and fear as she shouts, "Do you want my son to die too, just like your father did?" But the truth is, the king is standing safely behind them, completely unharmed, and right there, Hyu-ju witnesses everything. Meanwhile, the Mr. Lee steps outside, deep in thought. His mind races with one question. Who set the fire? 3 years ago, a similar incident had taken place, and the king had died in that very fire. Now, history seems to be repeating itself. He orders an immediate investigation. Hyu-ju soon meets her secretary again and informs her about the fire. But the secretary, instead of reacting to the danger, anxiously asks, "What about Leon? Is he okay?" Hyu-ju rolls her eyes, irritated. "What will you do knowing that? Are you his fan or something? Why do you care? Let's just go home peacefully." As they leave, we are taken into Hyu-ju's past. She narrates a memory. Once, she had entered a restricted area of the school to practice archery. It was private property, meant only for select students. While she was there, Leon had appeared. He had questioned her. "Who are you? Tell me your name. What are you doing here?" Hyu-ju had replied honestly, "I study here. I'm in 9th grade. Leon responded coldly, "Students below 10th grade are not allowed here." Then Hyu-ju challenged him. "What are you doing here?" Leon calmly showed his approval. "I have permission." Curious, Hyu-ju asked, "How did you even get that?" She then added, "I have a match tomorrow. I just came here to practice. Look, I even have a key. I stole it from my classmate Min." Yes, Min, the same boy who had ranked 2nd at the beginning, her classmate. She had no idea how he got the key, but she didn't care. "I just want to win," she had said firmly, and then walked away. Back in the present, the queen is apologizing to Leon for slapping him earlier. Leon responds calmly, "It's fine. The king is safe. That's what matters. But I didn't like that you slapped me." The queen, still shaken, says, "There was a fire. The king could have died, but nothing happened to you." Leon's expression hardens slightly. "What do you expect me to do? How is that my fault?" The queen takes a breath and then gives him an order. "Find out who did this, and if you truly respect the king, then you will marry whoever I choose for you." Leon falls silent. And once again, the story slips into the past. When Leon was a child, his father was the king. As mentioned before, Leon had always performed well in his studies, earning excellent marks, but his father, the king, never cared. Not about what Leon did, not about his achievements. It was as if nothing he did ever mattered. Back in the present, we see Hugh speaking with the chairman of her company, her father. He is pressuring her to get married. The man he suggests earns less than her. Hugh immediately flares up. Marry someone who earns less than me? Never. At the very least, he should be equal to me. Just then, Taiju arrives with his wife. The two of them have already selected a potential groom for Hugh, but Hugh, sharp-tongued as ever, snaps, "Before marrying my brother, did you even check anything? And yet you ended up with this pathetic loser?" Taiju's wife is visibly offended. Taiju himself gets furious. "You're my sister, and you're insulting my wife?" But Hugh stands firm. "No matter what you say, I am not getting married." At this point, everything becomes confusing. Until now, Hugh has been referred to as illegitimate, abandoned, someone with no father. Yet here, we clearly see her father and brother. The truth behind this contradiction is still unclear, something that will be revealed later. On the other side, Leon finally agrees to marriage, under the queen's pressure. Meanwhile, Hyeju is once again in a meeting, venting her frustration on her employees. She scolds them harshly, releasing all her personal anger onto them. Her secretary tries to stop her. "It's wrong to take out your personal issues on employees." But Hyeju is consumed by pride, her ego towering, unyielding. Elsewhere, Leon bumps into an official while leaving. "I'm going home to rest," he says. The official warns him, "If you leave, who will protect the king?" The same official later confronts the queen, scolding her for her behavior. "You cannot treat Leon like that. He has the full support of the public." Back at her office, Hyeju is reviewing a list of potential grooms sent by her father. All of them are businessmen, and none impress her. Frustrated, she calls her secretary. At least one of them should be a politician. If he's a politician, it'll be beneficial after marriage. Meanwhile, Leon has returned home, relaxing and enjoying his time alone. Choi, his manager, informs him, "Because of your outfit, there's a buzz among the public. In a positive way, your dress has become popular. Everyone wants it. It's even on the news." At the same time, in Hyeju's company, everyone is watching the same news. The dress is trending. Hyeju watches closely, and then says, almost to herself, "He's actually quite good. I should marry him." Her secretary is shocked. "What are you even saying? Do you realize who he is?" Hyeju smirks confidently. "Just look at me once. I'm beautiful." She is completely convinced that Leon will fall for her at first sight. But her secretary counters, "He doesn't even know you. Why would he marry you?" Hyeju doesn't hesitate. "Send him a meeting request." And just like that, the request reaches Choi, who informs Leon. Leon frowns. "Who is she?" Choi replies, "She's the daughter of the Castle Group, illegitimate, but capable. She earns well." Leon dismisses it instantly. "I'm not meeting her." Reject it. When Hyeju sees the rejection, she is stunned. "He rejected me? Me?" She sends another request. Rejected. Again. Rejected. This continues for days. Request after request. Rejection after rejection. Finally, swallowing her pride, she sends one last message. "I am your junior student. Please meet me." This time, Leon pauses. A junior? That catches his attention, and he agrees. The news quickly reaches the queen that Leon is going to meet a woman. Suspicious, she orders someone to keep an eye on him, to secretly observe. Finally, the two meet, and the moment they sit down, Hyeju, without hesitation, places a marriage proposal in front of him. But just as the tension builds, the story once again shifts to the past, the time when Hyeju participated in an archery competition at school. All the students had taken part, and the atmosphere was filled with excitement and tension. The principal and even the king himself were present to watch the event. The king, observing the setup, asks, "Who allowed archery training for all the students?" The principal replies carefully, "It was arranged by Leon." At that moment, the king turns his gaze toward Leon, staring at him intently. Soon, the students are divided into two teams. Leon and Min are placed on the same team, while Hyeju and the Mr. Lee are on the opposing side. They are close friends. As preparations begin, Leon notices something strange. He looks at Min's key and realizes that Min has access to the restricted area. A thought crosses his mind. The key Hyeju showed me. She said she stole it, but where did she really get it from? Meanwhile, Min keeps glaring at Hyeju, muttering insults under his breath. His